On this video, I'm going to show you and demonstrate all the gimbal parameter adjustment settings that you have for the DJI Mini 2. Now, the reason you might want to adjust some of these parameters, if you even know that you can do it yourself, is the fact that it's going to make life so much easier to be able to get nice, smooth cinematic footage, as you can see, which I've recorded using the DJI Mini 2. But please do stick around to the end, because what I'm going to do at the end is reveal the settings I personally use to be able to get this smooth footage, of which of course you can see on my videos. So a quick mention, I'm currently using the Insta360 One X2 camera, and the reason for that is because it gives me a really cool 360-degree view. And what I can very simply do is click my fingers, I can rotate the camera without even moving the camera. This is all in post, and you can see the point of interest I'm going to be using in this video to demonstrate some of the moves. Now, like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the parameters do, demonstrate each one in front of the camera so you can see that in real time, and then I'm going to go out and do 3 very short moves, cinematic moves, using this point of interest, okay, and then you can see exactly how I achieve the results that I achieve. So let's get into it. First of all, I'm just going to perform a hand launch because the ground is a little bit messy today. So let's pull these sticks in and just let go. Right, so the drone's now up in the air, and what we're going to do is we're going to click the 3 dots in the top right corner, and then we're going to flick across to control, and then we are going to go to advanced gimbal settings. Now, as you can see here, we have got a bunch of parameters, some for sort of cine smooth mode, some for sport mode, and some for normal mode. Okay, now these are the factory settings. Now what you can see on screen is if I back out of that and I pitch the gimbal up and down, these are absolutely stock settings, right? There is a little bit of delay and a little bit of braking lag, so basically when the gimbal stops, it's not quite so harsh. Now if I go back into there and I adjust the pitch speed right up, all right, you can see it is now going to do it very, very, very fast. Okay. However, if we now adjust the pitch smoothness, all right up, you can see it takes a long time after you let go of the button, the gimbal actually carries on. All right. Now, if we actually go and put that all the way down, it's going to stop dead. Look, basically you struggle to get any really smooth footage using that mode. Okay. Now, if we go back in again, all right, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to reset those. There we go, we are reset. And I'm now going to show you the yaw rotation speed. So for this, I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera, all right, just so you can pick that up, hopefully. All right, now if I basically yaw the aircraft in standard settings, you can see there's a little bit of braking and it does it relatively smoothly. Now, if I go back into here and adjust the rotation speed right up, you will see it will whiz around so fast. And again, unlikely to be able to get any cinematic footage whatsoever. Similarly, if I change the yaw smoothness all the way up, let's just drop that back down. What will happen is, as I let go of the stick, it will continue to rotate rather than braking harshly. As you can see, let go, and you can see on camera, the drone continues to turn. So it gets some really, really nice smooth footage. Or of course, if we drop the smoothness right down, if we turn, it's just going to stop, look, right? And that's not going to give us any really good footage whatsoever. Now what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to quickly apply my settings, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and do some little flights using this subject here, okay, and just show you some nice drone moves, and just basically the settings that I use. So let's get into that. I have now applied my settings, which of course I'm going to reveal at the end. So let's just rank up that EV value because it is coming a little bit dull. Okay, we are recording, and let's go and just do some nice reveals. So bearing in mind this is in cine smooth mode, and that's a nice reveal shot. So let's click back into normal mode. I'm going to do that reveal shot again. Okay, let's get a little bit more distance, and then let's move forward. There you go. And that's that reveal shot. So let's do that again in sport mode then. Okay, and let's head forward. And then let's raise the gimbal just like we have before. There we go. Right, so we're in sport mode, okay? And let's just see if we can get some nice smooth cinematic footage of this landmark. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, and let's start. There's even do a really cool shot that I like, where we lower the drone and then raise the gimbal up. It's one of my favourite moves of mine. So now I've landed the drone then, and hopefully that tutorial shows you, and you might not have even known, how to adjust those parameters and what exactly each parameter's effect actually has on the handling of the drone. Now at the beginning of the video I did say to you that I was going to reveal basically my settings, what I use on my videos to get smooth cinematic footage. And I have to have a bit of a confession with you guys. I may have misled you very slightly on that one. So let me just quickly put this drone down then. All right, and I'm going to quickly revert back to my phone screen. So if I click the three dots in the top corner, and as you can see, we're on our advanced gimbal settings, okay? This is where I have a bit of a confession. If you quickly scroll through my gimbal settings for all the modes, you will see that my advanced gimbal settings and my settings that I recommend and what I use on my videos are absolutely stock settings. All right, and there is a huge reason for that. Very simply because I think it is better to get a mixture of shots. Now, if you set all of your gimbal settings the same, or the same yaw speeds, firstly, if you are in sort of high winds and you're in sport mode or anything like that, or in normal mode, and you need to quickly rotate the drone, you don't want to be doing that at really slow speed, okay? So this is why I always think it's best, especially in sport mode, regardless as a safety feature, always make sure that your speed remains quite high, so then if you do get into trouble, you can quickly fly away from it, okay? So first of all, that's a safety thing. But most importantly, let's revert back to the controller. Now, there is a word for it. I can't quite remember what it is, but I'm sure one of you clever people will let me know in the comment section below, all right? These sticks, these control sticks that you use, these are not on or off. They have a sensitivity about them, and like I said, there is a word for it. I can't quite think what it is. Very simply, instead of using your thumbs like most people do to control the drone, make a change, pinch the sticks, and just use very, very smooth, slight inputs, okay? It's the exact same as the gimbal wheel. You don't have to turn it all the way. You can very simply turn it gently, and the gimbal will actually rotate up or down very, very nice and smoothly. And this is what I want to try and get across on my channel. I want to help you get the best out of your equipment that you've paid for. And very simply, doing it this way, you will learn a greater flying skill to be able to execute these smooth shots that you want to actually create and show on your videos at home. So yeah, it's not always about cheating by reducing the settings. Yes, this video and this advice will completely go against the grain, but I try to make sure that you can operate your drone correctly and get the most out of it. Go out there, practice, tag me in your videos, just try what I've tried now. Instead of, just pushing full stick forward, just do it gently in sport mode and just see how you get on. Just rotate the gimbal upwards, exactly the same move you've just seen me execute. So hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and see you again soon.